people to join in.
Yeah.
उतनी देर हम लोग अपनी गपशप लगाते हैं. Saima, it's good to see you after such a long time.
Yes, I know. Like I think it's really, really good to see you guys, even though it's like virtually, but it's really good.
I know.
And
the last time
last
time we met, we had a wonderful dinner at your place. I remember with you and Nadeem.
Yes.
And
yes,
you have a beautiful house in Dubai, mashallah.
Do you know how Saima and I met?
How did you guys meet?
When I used to do that show on Nadia Khan show.
Nadia Khan show. So, that's where we met her.
Oh, that's where we met because on one of the segments, Saima was there. So इस वजह से हमारी बड़ी गप लगी. उसके बाद हमारी मुलाकातें रही. Yes, absolutely. Psychologist to psychologist.
Yeah.
Psychologist. दिल से दिल की बात हुई.
सही बात है, बिल्कुल.
जैसे हमारी दिल से दिल की राह होती है.
हाँ, मेरी और ज़ोफी की दिल से बात हुई.
Max.
And Max, आपसे तो हमारी पिछले साल में ही मुलाकात हुई, but your reputation precedes you everywhere. So इस वजह से
जब हम ट्रेनिंग में आए थे almost 25 साल पहले, 25 years ago, when we came into training, and there were very few people in the field of training and development. KZR was one of them, and Max Babri was also one of the biggest names at that time. And then so we were these were the icons in the industry that we used to look up to. So it is, and we've always wanted to share a platform together. Little did we know that it is going to be a virtual platform that we'll be sharing today
on Cave Talk.
At Cave Talk. So Max, thank you so much for this also. Yeah.
Hasib, you are too generous. You are too generous. You yourself and Zofi together are icons, and you do some remarkable work, earth-breaking and earth-shaking work, and great transformation. And keep doing the great work.
Thank you, Max. But एक और बात कहूँगी कि जब आपका नाम सुनते थे इतने साल पहले, 2 decades ago, we used to think पता नहीं कौन है Max.
Max Babri का नाम ही जो है ना terror type ना.
कितनी arrogance होगी. But it really was a pleasure to know you actually.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to know you.
And last year also when we moved back from Dubai and when we were in Lahore, you and Majbrit invited us to your house for dinner, and we saw your big screen and your hospitality, and it was wonderful to spend some time with you, Max. And look forward.
Likewise, and when you invited us to your pad in Lahore, which was great too, and we enjoyed and we had great time together with your friends. So that was great fun. Saima, we haven't met yet. So next time you're in Lahore,
we haven't met yet.
We got to see to it that we get to see each other.
Inshallah. But I want an invite from Bourbon now.
Yes.
Most welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So Saima, would you like to, rather than me, कोई लंबा चौड़ा मैं आपका introduction कराऊं, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. So मेरा नाम साइमा अहमद है, and I've been in Dubai for the past 14 years. Or by profession, I'm a clinical psychologist by training, and now I'm the head of the department for psychology and social work in an organization in Dubai. So दिन को मैं ये काम करती हूँ और शाम को I beat up guys because I'm getting I'm doing karate. तो शाम को मैं है ना लोगों की जाके पिटाई, दिन को उनके वो करती हूँ, उनको रिलैक्स करती हूँ और उनके मसले सुनती हूँ और शाम को जाके लोगों की पिटाई करती हूँ. और जो है I am on my blue belt और soon मेरी brown belt भी हो जाएगी फिर. So
what does Nadeem think about this? Your husband Nadeem, what does he think about this?
लोगों ने जब कहा कि ये क्या बात है, तो उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे पे तो हाथ बहुत पहले साफ हो चुका था. अब सिर्फ बेल्ट लेना बाकी थी. So yes, now my family is a bit surprised because it's so not me, but I'm enjoying it. So it's something very different. I think outside my comfort zone.
That's wonderful.
Saima, that's
excellent.
Channelizing जो आप इनको आपको people's problems, and it has an impact on the person who's actually giving therapy as well. So I think this is a great way to actually unleash all the emotions which have been trapped. And
a type of self-care.
Absolutely. So Max, थोड़ा सा आप भी बता दीजिए अपने बारे में. Saima doesn't know much about you, so she needs to hear it.
All right.
I'd love to hear
I
it.
am. I normally jokingly say that I am a VOP, and VOP stands for very ordinary person. And I am ancient also. I soon I should be valued very much because I may become antique. I am antique actually. I was born in 1951 and did my master's in psychology from Government College University in 1973, and taught at Punjab University. Introduced the subject of clinical psychology and industrial psychology, organizational psychology, and consumer behavior psychology at Punjab University in 1975 and 76. Then I went off to Sweden and did some more psychology and working conditions and environment and organizational behavior. And then the USA for doing clinical hypnotherapy. So I have a license to practice in the state of California, and I'm a hypnotherapist. And then when I came back, I was in Sweden for 5-6 years, which I taught at the university there, at Luleå University, but I studied at Stockholm and Umeå and Luleå, 3 universities. And so when we came back, LUMS was being created, so they invited me to work with LUMS, and I said, all right, I'll work as a freelance. So for almost 28 years, I taught interpersonal skills at LUMS. And all those Johnnies, ladies and guys who were there, they became very, very successful in organizations, and they keep telling me, Max, come back and do the interpersonal skills with us. So that's, in short, my story. Otherwise, I'm married to a very beautiful woman who is currently in Sweden. And she's stuck there, but I'm telling her not to come back because I will go to Sweden. I also have a work permit and a residence permit for Scandinavia and European community because I'm married to her. We have one daughter who has a PhD in supply chain management, is also teaching at a university in Sweden. So I am actually more known for what my family does than what I do.
You're just being humble, Max. I've just started a watch party. You guys, just a reminder, all the people who are in your friends at Facebook, you can also start that by sharing what on Haseeb's Facebook page. Before we jump into the very, very important topic, more relevant these days, which is bright light at the end of the tunnel and coping with depression. People were not aware how much the impact of the certain times and pandemic has had, और अब एकदम से ज़्यादा emerge हो गई हैं. The emotions are more visible to everybody, and we will go a little at the end talking about these uncertain times. But एक बात आपसे पूछूंगी, मैं खुद भी इस बारे में सोचती हूँ. That when you go to a social, I'm not even talking about the therapy and all the people who come, but when you go to a social event, how easy is it for you to spot somebody who is either depressive or showing signs on that? I'll start with Max and then come back to you.
Sorry, before they start, मेरा role इसमें थोड़ी सी बोंगियां मारने का भी है in all this discussion. But ये मैक्स और साइमा ये तो उड़ती चिड़िया के पर गिन लेते हैं. तुम क्या बेसिक सवाल कर रही हो उनसे यार?
नहीं, it's curiosity.
ऐसा भी नहीं है.
भाई मेरे पास तो एक switch है. So when I go and socialize, I throw that switch, which means I'm a social human being at that time and not a professional human being. So I do not want to judge people. I do not want to see who they are. They all appear wonderful. And I don't want to destroy my experience of socializing with people and bring my profession in and be at work. So sorry to disappoint you guys. When I socialize, I leave my magic hat and my therapy analytical systems at home. Maybe Simon does this a lot. Maybe she can kind of.
Not at all. Not at all. I am exactly the same.
All right, I'm not the same. I need to learn this from you guys.
Yes.
But Haseeb, in that case, Haseeb, must learn to relax, must learn to be in here and now, learn to enjoy every situation. Is so unique and so beautiful that we cannot kind of get our grind into the play and just look at people as robots and start assigning labels and put labels on their head or something. I think we make our own life very miserable if we begin to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is the reason my life is miserable right now also. Yeah.
इनको एलिवेटर में कोई मिल जाएगा, चाहे वो एलिवेटर ऑपरेटर होगा, करीम ड्राइवर होगा, बाहर ये हमारे लोकल्स उधर चल रहे होंगे. Haseeb has to, listen to their problems and try to fix them.
Leave an impact. कुछ ना कुछ बंदा सीड प्लांट कर दे किसी के दिमाग के अंदर. शायद किसी को कोई पता नहीं चल यार. बचपन में थे तो कोई अंकल ने या किसी बंदे ने कोई बात कह दी, वो बात जो है वो दिमाग में बैठ जाती है as a seed, and over a period of years comes and materializes as a snowball effect and a chain reaction. So cause and effect to है, So
but that's I think really good, because you're listening, you're there, you don't know whose day you're making by just being there and just listening to them. But Zophie's question is more about how do you pick out people in a crowd jinko depression hogi, ya you think. But I agree with Max. When I'm out socializing, I don't have my psychologist hat on, because then there's no switching off for you. And I can tell you, jab mere bacche chote the, to I'd have a go at them, ya main gussa karti thi, to my father used to say, kaisi psychologist ho tum? Tumhe to pata ho. I'm like, Dad, I'm a mother. Let me be a mother right now. I don't want to be a psychologist. So the other thing is, depression ki agar hum baat kare on a serious note, it's not always so in your face. एक बहुत I think common understanding ये है कि जो depressed person है, you'll be easily able to spot them, because either वो रो रहे हैं, या they're very sad looking, या वो उन्होंने dress up अच्छा नहीं किया हुआ, या कुछ इस तरह कर रहे हैं. But that's not always the case. Depressed people can mask it really, really well, and you'd be really surprised to know that how many people you're interacting with that you don't know that maybe on medication, या may need some extra support.
Right. Brilliant. You are absolutely right. एक तो ये है कि जब हम depression की बात करते हैं, so we were discussing it in our prep talk as well, that how to differentiate. We all go through up, downs and lows in our life. ऐसी कोई smooth sailing तो life सबकी नहीं होती है. There is grief, there is anxiety, there is sadness. So what differentiates from a demotivated person and a depressed person, or grief, sadness? Can you elaborate a little more? Because everybody's going to think, oh, मैं तो depressed ही हूँ, but not everybody is depressed. It is different levels and maybe different emotions.
दो तरह के लोग मेरे ख्याल में होते हैं. एक होता है जो खाम में उसको शौक है डिप्रेस होने का, उसको मिजरी का शौक होता है कि हाँ जी कि नहीं यार मैं मिजरेबल हूँ, हाय मैं क्या करूँ, हाय मैं मर गया, हाय मैं क्या करूँ, जो हाय विक्टिम मेंटालिटी होती है जो. और एक होता है जो कि डिप्रेस्ड होता है लेकिन वो डिनायल में होता है.
Absolutely, yeah. They're just fighting.
Would you like
to? So Saima,
go
ahead and take that, and then I will also pitch in.
So I think the word depression हम उसको बहुत ही casually use करते हैं. So we're having an off day, आज मैं depressed हूँ, or where something's not working, मुझे बड़ी depression हो रही है इस चीज की. So I think what we do is we confuse general sadness या low mood या जो होता है ना disappointment with depression. So yes, sad mood भी होता है. So depression, so for example, if we talk about just emotions या sad mood या feeling low, it can be very situational. लेकिन डिप्रेशन जो है, that's a proper diagnosable condition, और उसमें सिर्फ लो मूड नहीं होता. If we want to talk about clinical depression, उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें साथ में आती हैं. So mood is one factor of it. उसमें for example आपकी जो cognitive abilities जो होती हैं वो affect होती हैं. So you lose for example focus आपका नहीं रहता, या you make more mistakes, attention to detail नहीं रहती. फिर आपकी मोटिवेशन भी उसमें ज़्यादा अफेक्ट होती है. आपकी यू लूज इंटरेस्ट इन थिंग्स दैट यू यूज्ड टू लव, लाइक इफ दोस्तों से मिलना जुलना या तैयार होने का बहुत शौक है, यू लूज दैट. और इस तरह के बहुत सारे डायग्नोजेबल जो है दे आर वो क्या कहते हैं उसको एलिमेंट्स जिसकी बेसिस पे आप डिप्रेशन का डायग्नोसिस करते हो. सो आई थिंक देयर इज अ बिग डिफरेंस बिटवीन लो मूड एंड सैडनेस. और उदासी जिसको हम कह सकते हैं उर्दू में, and depression.
Sahi. Yes, Max.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, okay, I mean, absolutely correct. There's very little that I could add, but certainly depression, if I was to give my opinion on it, and would be that to begin with, you feel that things are not working out for you. You know, somebody that would be saying, okay, today is a bad day and nothing is working out, and I got up and I wanted to, close the alarm clock, and I banged it and it fell down on the ground, and then I woke up and I hit the corner of the bed with my toe. So generally we feel, okay, today is a bad day. You know, so that's one small initial level. And one also recognizes when I say that today is a bad day, but then I'm saying just today is a bad day, otherwise other days are good. So that is feeling little low for a day or two and for some moments. So that could be okay, and we could get into a bad mood. That's not problematic, and that's quite normal, and this happens to all of us and everybody. The second part is we get into a borderline depression, and the borderline depression is that we tend to be little melancholy, little sad, and little withdrawn, a little more introvert than normal and usual. But we are still aware that I am kind of not feeling too positive. But there's no problem in that part. That also we all go, because if we don't go through that, then we are not normal. So that's part of being normal, elation and little bit of depression. The third part where it becomes problematic is that when we feel that I'm helpless. And that is problematic, because when we feel we are helpless, we also kind of tend to find reasons for it. And most often the reasons are outside ourselves. And outside ourselves would mean that my parents have not been great, and my colleagues have not been great, my siblings have not treated me well, my mom was more caring towards my younger sister, and so on and so forth. So we have a lot of repertoire of things that we can complain about. So we become little complaining. That's also not too bad, because when they go into therapy at that stage, if there hasn't been a chemical dent already because of that thought process, and you can still go to therapy before going to some stabilization through medication, then this is quite beautifully treatable. And because the focus of therapists would be at that time, I'm sure Saima might agree with me, but it's my opinion, would be on what is it that you can do differently. Because then we want this person to be detached from complaining about other people and environment to what can I do differently. And if that person can latch on to that, of course, the depression would go away, because essentially we are looking for blame of things that we think we have not been able to achieve, have not been able to do. It could be relationships, could be for younger people, could be friendships or love affair or being dumped or something. Now, the most problematic, the profound depression is when we begin to feel hopeless, the hopelessness. And that is a dangerous borderline, because that could lead to morbidity or some self-hurt or damage. So that part is much more complicated. And there to bring person back from hopelessness to first the stage of helplessness, and then understand that there is hope and I can help myself and I can recover, all possible through psychology and psychiatry. Nothing is kind of absolute in this term. So these are the different stages of depression, a feeling low. But good news is that it's all manageable. It is essentially a thought process issue, but if the thought process begins to function in a certain way over a long period of time, it makes chemical changes. And if it makes chemical changes, talk therapy becomes difficult to do, and therefore medication for stabilization and mood stabilization is essential.
But to start with, also sometimes the physical impact, or you're saying the chemical changes in the brain. But when is it depression actually a physical thing as well? I mean, circumstantial we have discussed, etc. But there are instances where it is also related to certain chemical imbalance in the brain. Saima, would you like to talk about it, as if the types of depression, we've gone through the levels of depression, but what are the different kinds?
So there are different kinds of depression और उनका treatment भी जरा उसमें varied हो जाता है. So for example, एक ये biologically induced जैसे आप कह रहे हो, बहुत सारी physical ailments और physical conditions के साथ भी depression होता है because of the changes in the brain chemicals. So बाज जो होते हैं जो कि biological depressions होते हैं उनके लिए तो medicine आपको लेनी ही होती है. So you have to go on treatment, medical treatment. फिर उसके बाद आपको postpartum depression हो सकता है जो कि आपके बर्थ लेडीज को बर्थ के बाद होता है डिप्रेशन, वो हो सकता है. एंड देन फिर आपके जैसे सिचुएशनल डिप्रेशन होती है या सर्कमस्टेंसेस की वजह से जब आपके थॉट पैटर्न, इट कुड बी योर चाइल्डहुड एज वेल. So when your thought patterns become so dysfunctional, and then with that, जैसे you get into that vicious cycle, जो कि you reach that point जहाँ पे मैक्स ने बोला है कि hopelessness and helplessness आ जाती है. So it's a slow sort of a journey, but you get entangled into that. So there are different, और seasonal depression भी कहते हैं because of और seasonal depression भी अगर आप देखें the winter months जो है उसमें कहते हैं in those countries where it's very extreme, and it's I think that's quite similar to lockdown वाला जो है ना situation, because it's a seasonal sort of a thing जो what we're going through as well, which then restricts your movement and reduces a lot of things that you are able to do. And so these are some of the types of depression that you can think about. And grief, obviously, grief can lead to depression, but grief is a different condition. But if not managed and if you don't process your grief, then it can lead to a depression.
जैसे मैक्स ने पहले कहा कि हाइज एंड लोज चलते रहते हैं, बट अगर ये परसिस्ट करता रहे, so you know, I mean, after losing a loved one, or as he was saying about heartbreak or anything, there is a certain time period. But what then if it just persists? So how long? If it goes longer than 6 weeks or 2 months, or
like is there a benchmark?
Yeah.
Like, you know, getting it from normal grief or anxiety situation, you are actually crossing over into the clinical depression per se.
Saima, go ahead, please.
सारे मुश्किल क्वेश्चन मुझे दे दो आप पहले.
Okay, let me on a lighter note. Saima, why I said this is that I have this tendency to talk a lot. So that's why I don't want to take it up, because otherwise time नहीं मिलेगा. So that's why one of the reasons.
मेरी बात सुने, देखिए आप लोग तो तीनों बहुत क्लोज हैं. मैं तो इसमें बहुत जो नई आई हूँ, तो मुझे थोड़ी जो है ना परफॉर्मेंस एंजाइटी थोड़ी सी हो रही है. तो
सारे मुश्किल सवाल डॉक्टर साइमा को देंगे हम.
You are
absolutely आपकी हमने परफॉर्मेंस एंजाइटी चेक करनी है.
आपने मुझे जो है ना परफॉर्मेंस, then you know once we finish talking about depression, I'm interested to talk about your clinical hypnotherapy, so that's where my performance anxiety जो है ना आप वो कर सकते हो उसको. So question क्या था, मुझे दोबारा क्वेश्चन बताना.
ये था कि अगर मैं एक दिन के लिए जरा सैड हूँ, 2 दिन के लिए सैड,
बेंचमार्क क्या है?
कोई बेंचमार्क है, कोई ड्यूरेशन है कि मैं कोई 4 हफ्ते के लिए एंजाइटी में रहूंगा, तो मैं 6 हफ्ते के बाद जो है वो मैं क्लिनिकली डिप्रेस्ड में आ जाऊंगा, या क्या होगा?
If I don't go with the bookish like DSM-5 जो उनका criteria है, and if I just talk from my experience, I think it changes from person to person. बहुत से factors उसमें होते हैं. For example, protective factors कितने हैं आपके पास? So अगर आपकी जिंदगी में protective factors हैं, आपके पास family है, friends है, financially आप stable हैं, और इस तरह के जो है, for example, spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs आपके strong हैं. These are all protective factors. और जो है they help you get through that more quicker. But जो कुछ लोगों की जिंदगियां जो है वो जरा bit more complicated होती हैं, relationships dysfunctional हो सकते हैं, again उनके और stresses, additional stresses day to day हैं, उनकी जो है recovery या उनका जो है it will take a bit longer unless they get the right support. They have real problems that they're dealing with as well on the side. So in my experience, I think there's no hard and fast rule. For example, even in terms of grief. So some people may be grieving for 6 months and some people will grieve for a year. And so I think it varies from person to person as well. And again, how psychological minded you are, that's another thing as well in terms of your treatment. Not everyone's psychological minded, और उनके साथ काम करना आपको बहुत मुश्किल भी होता है आपके लिए. So I think a lot of factors come into play here. और आपकी जो thought process in terms of आपके जो cultural beliefs हैं, वो हमारी सोसाइटी में, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एज के हिसाब से. So I can give you an example of my father and my father-in-law. So जो है, my father, he's lived most his life in Australia, और उनकी सोच काफी different है. And if I think about my father-in-law, they were at the same age, but my father-in-law was severely depressed, and it was more cultural expectations and cultural जो है, जो एक life होता है कि आप after 60, this is what's expected from you. ठीक है ना? So that triggered some depression in him as well. So I think there's a lot of factors. So इसको benchmark करना, I think ज़रा difficult है from my experience. अगर आप ये बुक्स को देखो तो उसमें they will say कि जी अगर इतनी देर से इतनी देर जो है, for example 6 months से ज्यादा अगर आपको डिप्रेशन है, तो वो उसका मुझे इसका नाम नहीं याद आ रहा है. अगेन मैक्स माइट बी एबल टू हेल्प मी विद दैट. बट अगर आपकी 2 महीने रही है डिप्रेशन, तो उसको ये कहेंगे. और अगर आपकी जरा 6 months एंड अबव हो गई है वही सिम्टम्स, तो इट विल बी डिफरेंट. डिस्मोर्फिया या इस तरह के जो है ना डिफरेंट टर्म्स. बट फ्रॉम माय एक्सपीरियंस मैंने तो डिफरेंट जो है एक्सपीरियंस किया है.
Nice.
Unique to different individuals and their circumstances, as well as you said, the support system around them.
And also,
and you can't box it. You can't box people into जो है ना कि this is it and बस यही treatment तुम्हारे साथ चलेगी या यही तुम्हारी जो है ना, this is what like you can't expect them to behave in a certain way and you can't expect them to do certain things. बहुत different आपका experience होता है when you work with them.
Right. So it all depends on a person's environment and their own coping mechanisms to.
Yeah.
Thank you. You answered that very well, Simon. Very good.
Absolutely.
Pass.
Pass.
Well done. I hope the performance anxiety is gone. Great job.
It's gone.
Okay. May I add my 2 bits into Simon's stuff? Simon's stuff is absolutely spick and span and clear and wonderful. I जो घटिया साइकोलॉजिस्ट होते हैं ना, फिलोसफी बीच में ले आते हैं. So I am one of those who bring falsify into this. दुनिया भर में दो ट्रेडिशन चलती चली जा रही है शुरू से. एक को कहते हैं स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म है और एक है फंक्शनलिज्म. ये बड़ी इनकी लड़ाई होती है. स्ट्रक्चरलिस्ट की और फंक्शनलिस्ट की बहुत लड़ाई होती है. एंड दिस लड़ाई came to a head by these 2 philosophers. One was Leibniz, the other was John Locke. And those people, one believed that everything is hereditary, that we inherit it. The other said, no, environment influences everything. I belong to the group where I feel that, environment plays the most important role. And therefore I feel that even depression is learned because of expectations created, because of expectations offloaded onto people by parents and society. Because of educational expectations, because of all those things. Star नहीं आया, star आया, पैसे हैं, पैसे नहीं हैं. साथ वाला जो बच्चा था, his parents could buy him Gucci stuff, and I have Bata stuff and things like that. So a lot of this also is a framework for feeling low about oneself. And then we need to find a reason that if I don't have what others have and I want to have that, what could be the reasons? And the reasons that most often are parents, luck, society, environment, so and so forth. So unfortunately, depression is also learned and it can be unlearned. But persistently feeling in a certain way brings about chemical changes, and that does not allow us to look beyond the box that we are in. And that's why therapeutic help is needed. Chemicals are also very good. But chemical has a role to make this person responsive to transformation of thoughts, because only changing the chemical balance does not necessarily cure it, because if the thought process remains the same. And the thought process of a depressive person is, like I said, is na shukar guzari, ungrateful. Ungrateful means somebody else is at fault. Environment is at fault. God doesn't love me, etc., etc., etc. Instead, instead of saying that, okay, what can I do differently? And taking charge of your life, and where you could say, okay, what can I do differently? Okay, my father is a person who will always be angry with me, but right, let me accept him the way he is. What can I do differently? If we begin to understand this, we can pull out of depression quite easily. And I think that's the role of therapists.
Excellent. Love this interaction which is going on.
Sophie, I've got someone with me.
I know. Somebody has also mentioned here, yeah, comment hai, I like the cute cat roaming around, Simon.
Yeah, Farida.
I was trying to push him away. कि तुम जाओ उसको जरा इस वक्त he's feeling a bit left out.
I think pet therapy also has a great impact because they kind of come into your life and they coax you out of that zone that you are there as well. Absolutely wonderful. The main thing is, look, I mean, both of us decided on this talk is about the incidence of depression in young adults. And recently, more so in this pandemic, have heard of certain very unfortunate circumstances. और आजकल हर कोई सुशांत की भी बात कर रहा है. So so unfortunate. But the main thing is that if you could give us some ideas to the families that how they can what they can do, how they can identify. देखो families वैसे भी objectively नहीं देख सकती हैं to kids or loved ones around them. So एक अगर कोई helpless है या hopeless है या वो बेड से ही निकलने की उसमें हिम्मत नहीं हो रही है, as Max was also saying, तो उसको यही कहा जाएगा कि भाई तुम लेजी हो, जिंदगी को बेहतर करो, बट उस वक्त उनके बस की बात भी नहीं होती है. So what can actually on two levels, what can the families do, and to what extent can that particular depressed person do? So Max, should I ask Saima first?
Absolutely. Absolutely. First wisdom and then perhaps a little gossip.
In terms of this, I think in young people, I think the first of all, it's very important for the family to accept that this is the way it is and depression is real. So if my child or my teenager is struggling, there's a reason for that. It's not just laziness. It's not just utho, theek ho jaoge. It's not that. So I think the first is accepting that young people also have mental health conditions, and these conditions are real and they need proper support. That's the first thing. The second thing is expectations. अगर देखा जाए, I think when we were growing up, हमारी जिंदगियां बहुत आसान थी. पढ़ाई कर ली और एक आधा कोई extra curricular activity कर ली, and parents were happy with that. But now if you think about the जो current generation है, उनका competition उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा है. Secondly, उनका जो है expectations उनसे बहुत ज़्यादा है. So all-rounders होने चाहिए. वो the way they carry themselves is very different. They need to be जो है जो उनके peers का जो standard है, whether it's of dressing, whether it's of जो exposure है. So expectations are really high on the younger generation now as compared to हमारी generation पे. So I think what the parents need to do, your family needs to do is, first is acceptance. Second is to reduce the expectations that they have on their kids and get them proper support. Be there to listen to them. That's also very important. So अगर बच्चा कुछ highlight कर रहा है, take it seriously. So अगर बच्चा कह रहा है आपका कि मैं I'm not feeling myself, या मेरा किसी से मिलने को दिल नहीं कर रहा, या मेरा पढ़ाई में ध्यान नहीं लग रहा, तो make some time and hear them out, because I think that's another thing is कि these kids, जैसे अब वो I know सुशांत का बहुत बात हो रही है, and there's a lot of theories going on, but I think किसी को अकेला छोड़ देना, उनके हाल पे छोड़ देना, ये भी ठीक नहीं है. So be there for them, hear them out, non-judgmental होना, ये बहुत important है. And give the kids that safe space. अगर माँ बाप नहीं सुनेंगे, बहन भाई नहीं सुनेंगे, तो कौन सुनेगा उनकी फिर? So give them that without judging them for being depressed, or without judging them for losing interest in their academic performance या achievements या अपनी games पे ना जाना. So जो है, I think ये बहुत important है कि to be non-judgmental when supporting them and just listen to them and get proper support. Now one thing जो मैं emphasize करना चाहती हूँ, जो कि recently मैंने बहुत सुना है कि parents जो हैं जो they encourage kids कि आप बस 5 वक्त की नमाज पढ़ो और सूरह पढ़ो और ये वाली सूरह पढ़ो, आप you'll be fine, ये वाली तस्बीह करो, you'll be fine. And I've heard that quite frequently recently. और उसमें मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि हमारे जो spiritual beliefs हैं या जो हमारी religious beliefs हैं, they are protective factors. वो हमें hope देती हैं, हमें वो strength देती हैं, internal strength देती हैं, but they are not the cure for depression. And they should not be regarded as a treatment for depression. So ये अपने बच्चों को ना मतलब उनको encourage करें नमाज पढ़ें, ये अच्छी बात है, उनको encourage करें कि वो अपने मजहब की तरफ वो करें, but don't make that as this is the be all and end all और इससे आपका बच्चा ठीक हो जाएगा, क्योंकि अगर आपका बच्चा depressed है तो इससे ठीक नहीं होगा.
हाँ, यूजुअली वो आजकल स्पेशली वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि अगर आपकी टांग टूट जाए, फ्रैक्चर हो जाए, तो बैठ के उसके ऊपर दुआएं तो नहीं पढ़ेंगे ना, आप डॉक्टर के पास.
Exactly.
This is also a serious mental health is as serious as any other physical disease or anything. So the main thing is you have to get some kind of help. There is a question here as well, because parents usually यही कहते हैं कि ड्रामा कर रहे हो या to get out of something. So आपने बहुत अच्छा कहा कि in a safe space, non-judgmental, hear the children out anyway. Maybe that's going to solve a lot of issues. But किस हद तक जाके वो suicidal हो जाती है? You know, ये question post किया गया कि you know, I sometimes feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, even sometimes suicidal thoughts go through some non-depressive people at some point as well when they are in a low. So how can be it identifiable? First of all, pardon me, I'm going on a rant here, that it should not actually lead to that. Such challenges should have been addressed much longer than it goes into the hopelessness as well. So उसके लिए क्या ये जो telltale signs हैं particular to suicide, वो 3-4 अगर आप बता दो, and sorry Max, I'll come to you after that.
But before we go into that, like, you know, I want to ask a simple question. Is suicide bad, or
what kind of question is that?
That's a very, very basic question. In today's day and age, suicide might be the best answer for some people. Yeah, I mean, total relief. Like, you know, yes, the people who stay behind. I have a totally different perspective on life and things than now. I don't see death as anything bad, but yeah, suicide is bad. I'm not saying that. Yeah, but yeah. So we have to deal with those situations because it's very hopeless. And Max said a very nice thing. It's a very hopeless situation. So how do we give hope to a person who does not have any hope? So that's my question here.
So the first point in terms of whether suicide is bad, I think the thought behind suicide, the reason why that the person gets to that point, that they feel so helpless and they feel that is the only solution in their life. I think that's what we need to avoid, letting people get to that point of loneliness, and that they feel that this is the only option that they have, this is the best option that they have. Logically, maybe yes, because for example, if someone's जो है उनके ऊपर इतना debt है या उनकी dysfunctional relationships हैं and they can't see anything improving, which sometimes is just again, it's not realistic thinking या logical thinking नहीं है. There has to be a few things in their life. And going back to Max's point, I think वो जो locus of control है ना, वो बहुत important है. इसमें जो है ना instill करना कि they take control of their environment and they see whatever changes इसमें जो है वो कर सकते हैं and how they can make their life a bit better. It may never be perfect, but there's always area that they can improve in their life, and there are always things that they can do which can improve their life. And so I think that's जो locus of control को जो है उनके ऊपर करना वो बहुत important है, क्योंकि वो give up तभी करते हैं जब when they feel कि मेरे हाथ में तो कुछ भी नहीं है, मैं तो किसी चीज को भी influence भी नहीं कर सकता और किसी चीज पे कोई control ही नहीं है मेरा. And that's when that feeling of hopelessness and helplessness kicks in. Okay, nothing's going in my favor.
Max?
Acha, first of all, Sophie, you should send your husband to a therapist It's essential and it's very necessary, because he's beginning to think that if the suicide is all right and it is a desirable objective.
नहीं,
So maybe
desirable नहीं कहा मैंने desirable नहीं कहा।
हमने कहा useful है,
मैं
फायदेमंद
कह
है।
रहा हूँ ये कोरोना हुआ है, ये जीना भी को जीना है यार।
नहीं, वो बहरहाल इसको थेरेपिस्ट के पास भेज दो, if you don't want to become a widow or something.
You know, जो पहले साइमा बात करी थी कि वो कहती थी कि तुम थेरेपिस्ट हो, तुम्हारे बच्चे तो एक शादी पे मेरी भी टीचर्स मिली, तो हसीब ने कहा कि ये कैसी साइकोलॉजिस्ट हैं, अपनी फैमिली में या बच्चों को वो नहीं करती। तो उन्होंने कहा जस्ट लाइक अकाउंटेंट्स जो हैं वो अपने फाइनेंसेस सही नहीं संभाल सकते हैं, तो जो साइकोलॉजिस्ट वो अपनी फैमिली को थेरेपी नहीं दे सकते, तो मैं मैक्स आपके पास भेज रही हूँ।
जरूर, इसको जरूर भेजो, मैं इसको ठीक करके भेजूंगा वापस। Anyways, going back to the serious stuff, all diseases, in my perception, again, I mean, I'm not mainstream psychotherapist, but I have little kira in my head. So I say that every disease, especially psychological disease, is a mode of communication. So depression is also a mode of communication. And who are we communicating to? We are communicating to our beloved. We are communicating to the parents. We are communicating with teachers. We are communicating to people who may have treated us badly in our childhood. So everything is communication. And we are also seeking attention. Attention, now that कि मेरी तरफ देखो, मेरी बात सुनो. And I agree with Saima completely that in a very non-judgmental way, we must be able to differentiate between our children as people and between children as what they might be doing. So their behavior and their entity are two different things. What happens most often is that we begin to judge people on their entity rather than their behavior. For example, if the results are not good, we don't say your results are not good. We say tum nalaik ho. Tum bande as person entity nalaik ho. You know? Instead of saying your result didn't come good, you are like, and you are capable, and you're smart, and you are the finest expression of the millions of years of product development. This is who you really are. But then instead of saying that, we say, यार तुम तो नालायक हो बिल्कुल, तुम तो पीछे रह जाओगे, तुम कामयाब नहीं हो सके। तमाम की तमाम हमने अपनी frustrations उनके ऊपर offload कर दी. So this is a big problem. Second is that we don't we offload our own frustrations, parents and people, and even people who work with us in our house and all those things. We expect them to have same understanding of cleanliness, organization, systems, and materials that we expect from ourselves. If they should have exactly the same understanding of what we want, then they wouldn't be working as my domestic help. Then I would be working at their domestic help. There's a reason why they are there and I'm here, because there's a difference. So we must appreciate that difference. So especially in managing depression, a person should never feel alone. A person should never feel unimportant. A person should never feel neglected. A person should never feel that I am not worthwhile. A person should never feel that I'm not loved. So this is the job of close relatives. We can always say that I love you tremendously, but I'm sorry that I was unable to give you enough attention so that you would have done much better in your maths exam. So things like that is another story. We can do that all the time. But please don't condemn and don't judge your children and people around you. All right, like since it's a communication, I would maybe take a little bit of liberty that this communication could become extreme. Suicide sometimes is the extreme way of punishing the loved ones or the people who we want to communicate. So not a great, and to all those people who might be, including Hasib, who might be contemplating, this is not a great way of communicating. The correct way of communicating is to prove them wrong.
वो गालिब का शेर भी है ना, अब तो घबरा के कहते हैं कि मर जाएंगे, मर के भी चैन ना पाया तो किधर जाएंगे। तो वो सॉल्यूशन इस जिंदगी की है, तो बट क्या पता आगे क्या, what else is waiting for us out there. Excellent, thank you guys, बहुत अच्छा।
Can I just add on to जो मैक्स ने बोला अभी, and it's never too late. अगर अभी तक आपने बच्चों से बात नहीं की या अभी तक you haven't reached out to your kids, please do it now. It's never too late. और ये कि जो है ना, and acknowledge that they're going through something difficult. ये जो है ना acknowledgement या validation, ये भी बहुत important है कि आपको एहसास है कि जी आपका बच्चा स्ट्रगल कर रहा है, किस पेन में से गुजर रहा है, क्योंकि डिप्रेशन इटसेल्फ कैन बी पेनफुल एक्सपीरियंस। वो उनके पेस से उनको अलग कर देता है, उनके अपने जो गोल्स थे उससे अलग कर देता है। सो इट्स दे स्ट्रगलिंग विद इट। सो आई थिंक दैट एक्नॉलेजमेंट that we hear you and we understand कि तुम्हारे लिए easy time नहीं है, I think that's very important as well, and it's never too late. So please अगर आपको अभी तक बात नहीं की अपने बच्चों से या ऐसा नहीं है तो please start doing it.
बिल्कुल सही है। और जब भी बात करें तो कम से कम one on one अकेले में जाके maybe on a walk outside but not in the presence of other family members, right?
Yes, yeah.
Depends. This is, Saima, this is very interesting that you brought it up. And Haseeb, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Okay. बात ये है कि जो most beautiful words लोग एक दूसरे को कह सकते हैं ना, वो ये है to reach out that I'm a human being. I may be a father, I may be a spouse, I may be a husband, or maybe a grandfather or a teacher or a boss. The most beautiful things that we can say to people around us is to say that I'm a human being and I'm fallible and I might have made mistakes.
Exactly.
And the purpose of those mistakes was my frustration and has nothing to do with how I perceive you and who you really are. So forgive me. Please forgive me if I've made any mistakes. And also let me know what can I do to become an even better father, even better husband, even better wife, even better cat owner, or whatever. So talk to people around you. Don't just assume that you are right and other people are wrong. We might be making a terrible mistake depending on how we are brought up and how our parents may have offloaded their frustrations onto us, and we have not gone through therapy ourselves, and therefore we are maybe continuing to offload our frustrations onto others. So please respect, please go reach out, please say sorry, and please ask, okay, what can I do to become a better father or a better husband? And please do that when other siblings and other family members are there, because that shows your greatness and you will earn immediate respect and you will make the other person feel worthwhile.
That's such a good point. Can I just add on to that as well, please? कि जो मैक्स बात कर रहे हैं कि ये जो एज अ पेरेंट जो ट्रांसपेरेंसी है ना, या जो ओनरशिप है of your own struggles and your own fallibility, that's so important, because वरना वो learned behavior हो जाता है। अगर बच्चे देखते हैं कि बाप is functioning in a certain way or is responding to events in a certain way and don't understand it, they think that is the right way or that is the done way. And so in a way, we teach our kids to be negative in certain situations or be anxious in certain situations. So I think having these conversations and accepting is really, really good.
And excellent. And now in isolation, especially, there are children who are studying abroad, away from families, or they might be working as well, and work from home की वजह से isolation जो है बढ़ गई है. So as we were saying, a depressed person should never be alone. So what can that particular individual do themselves now in the circumstances? Okay, getting help and therapy, etc. But what else can they do? पहले हमने families की बात की, अब हम individual पे आ रहे हैं.
Simon, you want to take that first, or you want me to go?
No,
okay, you want me to take it? All right, then I can take it. I think one of the things is that we are in touch. We are in touch with our children or our relatives or people who are abroad and who maybe are alone at that time. First of all, they must feel that we are always there. And when we get frustrated and we get upset, we tend to offload our frustrations onto them. Bahar na nikalna, ye nahi karna, wo nahi karna. So I think that's also kind of scares them even more. Just be there, just accept them totally and completely the way they are, and just help them recognize a positive thing, and just say, I accept you totally and completely the way you are, and I love you very much, and I love you to bits, and I'm hoping that this goes away soon, and start planning when it goes away, the current situation, what is it that we will do and how we will celebrate this. And it's important to create positive visualization of the future. Depression is actually a negative projection of here and now into the future, and most often it comes from guilt and anger as well, repressed anger, because guilt causes us to think that I'm not good enough, and anger causes us to think that I'm not being treated well. So both these things together create a lot of anxiety, and also we project this negativity on the future and think that I'm not going to be successful and things are not going to work out for me. So that is the reason for actually people go into depression, because they have repressed anger and guilt. So please help people get away from their guilt and anger. Forgive them. I mean, you never forgive people. You don't never say to people, I forgive you. You have to forgive people in your heart, but you have to ask for forgiveness publicly. So this works great for people, and accept them totally and completely, and say, yes, I'll be always there if you need my help. You're adult and you're grown up, and you decide whatever you want to do, but you will always have access to my experience whenever you want it. And even if you don't want it, I will share it with you, but still it is your choice to take it or discard it.
Wonderful points. Wonderful points. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Good.
There was a question here. Yeah, we've discussed the pandemic as well.
So Naveed Raja says depression is a term of good times, and it is more about feeling of sadness and loss of interest by a limited segment of society. But present challenge in different and majority is under threat of hunger attacks, bank defaults, losing jobs, businesses, life, and relatives. Please share views on present challenge, which is far ahead of depression.
Yeah, especially with losing a job. Another friend of ours, he was discussing that 3 of the people who lost their jobs, they have, unfortunately, they have succumbed to depression, and they had to commit suicide. So rather than thinking of
please don't use this word. They have to commit suicide. They chose to commit suicide.
They chose to.
They chose to commit suicide. We don't have to do anything in life, because it offloads a lot of negativity on things. People choose to do what they do.
And this is not the choice, because there were other choices, but they failed to see that, right?
Yes.
So now people are going into depression. They think that the job is the only thing that was keeping them, sustaining them financially. So there are other ways that they can go for, what would you say to these people who are going through this financial crisis these days?
So will that be classified as in depression, or just like, grief or sadness, or like, the expectations not being met? Where will this be classified in the field of psychology and depression?
So again, with these people, for example, I think there's a history behind them as well. So the level of resilience, the level of coping must be quite weak to get to that point. Because yes, job is a big loss, because आपकी identity होती है job के साथ, आपकी family depend करती है आपकी job पे. So a lot is at stake if you lose your job. But then it's not the end all or be all of life. It's a situation that we go through. It's just like, for example, people getting divorced, people losing a loved one, people losing their job. And so in terms of that, it's not any different to any of these life events. And people who are resilient, who have that family support, they are able to come out of it and accept it as a part of life, because it is a part of life. And it's not the end of life. But again, people like that who make that decision or make that choice for themselves, I think there's a lot more to it than just the job loss.
Excellent. Max, would you like to
Yes,
contribute?
I would like to. देखिए, बात ये कि the day I was born, I may have realized it or not realized, but that day I also was told or I understood that I'm going to die, because the most compulsive or the short disease is life itself. So every person who is alive today, one day this person will go and die. But every other day he's alive or she's alive. So we must be focusing on every other day. And I understand and I empathize completely and totally that we are going through a lot of insecurity these days. And these insecurities are jobs and relationships and well-being and future and disease and survivability. These are all insecurities, and we are not on top of this game. Not being at the top of a game causes a lot of fear. And yes, it causes depression as well. And it is justified. But there is there is one thing which is important, and that thing important is that today we are alive, and today majority of us healthy, and those of us who are not healthy, they will inshallah get healthy. And it might also happen that 2% of us older people, especially men, because corona is one woman who is more interested in older mature men, you know. So this will happen to older mature men more than anybody else. So but you know, like I said, if things happen and we can't control them, just accept it. And it's difficult to accept, I can understand. It is turmoil, but the sooner we accept it, the better it is for us, because then we can live rest of our life. We can live while we can still pay electricity bills. We can be alive, we can still pay food for our children. But to worry about what will happen when I'm not able to pay is being ungrateful for what we have today and thinking of what terrible will happen tomorrow. So I would urge people to focus on thinking of here and now and today, and see what they can do their best. You know, also there's an element of, you know, happiness is also related to the purpose in life that we have. What is the purpose in life that we have? If the purpose of life is not benevolent, not asaniyan paida karna, not pyar karna, not appreciate karna, then we are in trouble anyways. So we are here to give. The moment we begin to think that I'm here to take, then we get into trouble, because my taking is dependent on somebody else's willingness to give. But my giving is completely and totally dependent on how I feel and what I'm prepared to do. So please try and be giver. And what can we give? I mean, I'm not suggesting that we give money. Yes, Pakistanis are fantastic philanthropists, and under these current situations, we have seen to it as much as is possible that everybody gets food and everybody has shelter and all those things. And we are a resilient nation. Unfortunately, the advantage of being a developing country is that we have great social networks, which is absent in Europe and America. So there's the positives in it. Focus on the positive. Things will work out. We are going through a phase. There's a lot of insecurity, but believe in yourself, believe in your capacity, and we will pull out of this. So remain positive, and that, because if we don't remain positive, certainly we are not going to change how it will unfold, but in the process, we will suppress our immune system and we will become less capable of dealing with the challenges that will come up.
I think to add on to that, gratitude. I think gratitude जो है उसको हम उसकी importance को हम वो नहीं कर सकते कि it's just जो Max कह रहे हैं ना कि look at the positives कि there's so many things in a person's life that they can be grateful about. Like for example, अगर आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं, आपके फेसबुक से भी लॉकडाउन है, वीडियो देख रहे हैं और अपने घर में बैठे हुए हैं, तो then there's a lot to be grateful about, even in that situation. So sometimes we think कि gratitude तब होना चाहिए जब कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज हमारी जिंदगी में होगी. Then it's time to be grateful. But what we miss is the small little things, the day-to-day life, which we're blessed with, और जिससे gratitude हमें जो है अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करना चाहिए और उसको positively देखना चाहिए, and that can also help us come out of that state of mind कि nothing's working for me, या मेरी जिंदगी में तो कुछ भी नहीं है, because generally हमारी जिंदगी में बहुत सी चीजें होती हैं that we just take for granted.
Good, very good, excellent.
So I love this fact, gratitude. हम अगर छोटी-छोटी चीजों में blessings अपनी देखें, बहुत कुछ है to be grateful about. ठीक है, जिंदगी में जो circumstances चंद होती हैं जिसकी वजह से कोई depression के through जा रहा है, but that doesn't mean कि throughout the life एक ही रविश पे वो चलती रही है जिंदगी. उसके अंदर बहुत सी blessings मिली हैं, बहुत सी things to be grateful for. Excellent idea. Hasib, you, other than therapy, and last question, because Hasib also has some.
No, it's okay. I only need about 2, 3, 4 minutes. Yeah, please.
Other than therapy, etc., what else strategies, tools? One is gratitude. What other can a depressive person actually do to get a little, like, you know, we discuss it on mood breaks and pattern breaks or distraction and getting out of that zone. So what are the small little things? आपको happiness नहीं नजर आ रही, अभी तक hopelessness पे नहीं हो लेकिन helplessness पे है, तो क्या कुछ कर सकते हैं? छोटे-छोटे tools, something people can do.
Saima?
So I think, yeah, okay. So I think कि
मुश्किल सवाल था ये.
मेरे पास
थेरेपी के लिए अब मैंने तो एक्सेप्ट कर लिया कि सब मुश्किल सवाल मेरे पास ही
Well done.
आएंगे। तो वो आपकी
Well
जो
done.
एक्सेप्टेंस पॉइंट मैंने
Well
टेकन
done.
दैट ऑन बोर्ड एंड आई जस्ट एक्सेप्टेड कि ये करना ही है अब जो भी है। सो आई थिंक थेरेपी के अलावा जो है अच्छा हमेशा जो साइकोलॉजी से जो समटाइम्स एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है कि पता नहीं बहुत ही कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स एडवाइस आएगी और बहुत ही कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स चीजें होंगी जो करनी पड़ेंगी अपना ख्याल रखने के लिए टू गेट बैक ऑन ट्रैक एंड दिस सो सिंपल बट सो पावरफुल जो है ना टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स वन कैन डू। और उसमें फॉर एग्जांपल आप जस्ट जो सेट स्मॉल गोल्स फॉर योरसेल्फ और सेलिब्रेट स्मॉल सक्सेसेस जो है डोंट सेट योरसेल्फ अप फॉर फेलियर। सो जैसे अगर आपको कि जी आई एम गोना फाइट दिस आई एम गोना कम आउट ऑफ इट व्हिच इज अ ग्रेट सॉर्ट ऑफ अ मोटिवेशन टू हैव एंड अ ग्रेट थॉट टू हैव कि इट्स अबाउट टाइम एंड आई एम गोइंग टू टेक कंट्रोल ऑफ इट। लेकिन उस पे भी बी श्योर दैट आप स्मॉल गोल्स अपने लिए सेट करो, स्मॉल जो है टारगेट्स बनाओ एंड सेलिब्रेट दोस टारगेट्स, बी प्राउड ऑफ योरसेल्फ। इसमें एवरीथिंग इज एन एफर्ट डिप्रेशन में। और अगर आप जो है फॉर एग्जांपल आज एक हफ्ते के बाद अपने सब व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस का जवाब दे रहे हो बैठ के, you muster that courage and that energy to do so, be proud of yourself, so celebrate those small achievements that you have। ये है। बाकी जो है आप अगेन द नॉर्मल जो डॉक्टर्स कहते हैं कि जी आप अपनी हेल्थ का ख्याल रखें, एक्सरसाइज आई थिंक वो भी बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। एक्सरसाइज डजंट मीन यू हैव टू जॉइन अ जिम और एनीथिंग, इट कैन जस्ट बी अ डेली वॉक के लिए निकल जाए, चेंज ऑफ सीन भी हो जाएगा, आपकी थोड़ी फिजिकल एक्टिविटी भी हो जाएगी। सो आई थिंक इट्स जस्ट वेरी वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स लाइक दैट, जस्ट लुकिंग आफ्टर योर फिजिकल हेल्थ बिकॉज ऑफ द माइंड बॉडी कनेक्शन एज वेल, दैट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट कि जो है आप ये करें। और एक और चीज जो मैं काफी एम्फेसाइज करती हूँ वो रूटीन है, ट्राई टू एस्टैब्लिश अ रूटीन, दैट्स ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि जो है रूटीन गिव्स यू दैट सेंस ऑफ कंट्रोल। क्योंकि आपको जो लग रहा होता है ना कि एवरीथिंग आई एम हेल्पलेस एंड नथिंग इज इन माय कंट्रोल, वो रूटीन जो है गिव्स यू अ बिट ऑफ सेंस ऑफ कंट्रोल। सो दीज आर अ फ्यू टिप्स दैट आई से अदर देन आपका जो है थेरेपी है एंड रीच आउट टू पीपल, don't get embarrassed of talking about it, reach out to people that you trust। अगर वो आपकी जगह होते तो आप भी you would have been there for them as well। So don't जो है hesitate, reach out to people that you know are there for you because that's what they'd want from you as well। So I think these are a few things that I can think of। Baki I pass it on to Max।
Okay, couple of things. My friend Jamil Janjua is here, and he's also asking this: okay, what can we ask the young people to see to it that their self-esteem remains strengthened and they remain positive attitudes? I think Jamil Janjua, first of all, it's parents' responsibility to help their kids recognize that they are great. And we offload our frustrations, and when we offload our frustrations, we help them feel that they are not great. For example, our education system, our focus on getting stars. In a class of 25, maybe 5 people will get stars. How would the other 20 feel? So we are geared to help destroy people's self-esteem. In Finland, there are no stars in a class. In class 7, for example, there is no examination, but the assessment is on the basis of average results. And average result means the person who is always on the top of the class has no benefit unless he and his colleagues work with the people who are at the bottom of the class to arrive at a much better average result. So if a class gets average result, which is greater, then it is considered to be a better class than the other section. So imagine the collaboration, the work together, and desire to give rather than to just accumulate for yourself. So a cultural shift is also needed in this. And I will say to all these young people, if they are listening to me and to their parents, please appreciate, please admire, please listen to them, please listen to their stories, please don't criticize them, please don't, if somebody in a class 3, 4, 5 has written an article, please don't check the grammar, please don't check the spelling, just appreciate the idea and the story that has been presented. The spellings and the grammars and the red marks can take care of it later on as they grow. Otherwise, a lot of red marks on a notebook for a 7-year-old is such a discouragement, they'll never write again. So we have to get going and changing this. So that's one part of it. The second part, along with Saima, I want to say, built on that, is that please, whether you're depressed or not depressed, I will urge you to create a vision. Hasib and I and Sufi, we do this for a living. So ask all these young people and help them to create and visualize what is it that they want to do for themselves. What is it, where do they want to see themselves? And please don't push them to see themselves as successful human beings, as successful as in terms of jobs and in terms of house and in terms of car. And ask them, what as a human being would you like to do rather than have? Because having is a big problem. All of us, we want to have things, and very few of us focus on what are they willing to do to make this society a better society, to make this traffic light system, traffic laws to be obeyed, to do cleanliness, to be sensitive to other people's needs and expectations. So we are focusing on having rather than doing. We are already the greatest entity in the world. We are, as human beings, look at it from the spiritual point of view, we are the finest expression of the greatest creator. And if you want to look at it from an Uncle Darwinian's point of view, we are still the final product of millions of years of product development and survival of the fittest. So this is, we are already. Now it's time to perform, which means do things, not to accumulate things. And problem comes in when we have lost connection with humanity, when we have lost connection with what we could do, when we have lost meaning in our life, and we lost feeling great about ourselves because we have contributed.
Excellent, Max. I swear, man, क्या अच्छा बोलते हैं भाईजान आप. मैं तो दिल करता सुनता ही रहूं आपकी बातें.
True.
है ना? Very good. जी ज़ाफ़ी कुछ और कहना चाहती हैं या मैं भी थोड़ा सा कुछ करूं. अभी हमारा टाइम कितना रहता है हमारे पास? वैसे हो गया टाइम, बट थोड़ा सा ओवर हम जा रहे हैं. So any other point, Max or Saima?
I think just building on Max's point about, for example, the छोटी classes के बच्चों के ऊपर जो pressure है आजकल. I remember going to एक बच्चे की birthday थी, तब मेरे बच्चे छोटे थे, and I went there and all the mums were discussing तुम्हारा बच्चा किस reader पे है, किस color के ऊपर है, किस उसकी. The mums were so competitive about it, and I had no clue कि मेरा बच्चा किस उसके ऊपर है, color के ऊपर है, ये क्या है. So I think I've been very relaxed as a mother in terms of उनकी जो academic performance है इस तरह की, and जो एक है वो like जो मुझे करना चाहिए मैं करती हूँ, but I've never been so कि जी ये वो बच्चा इस रीडर के ऊपर है तो तुम इस रीडर पे क्यों नहीं हो अभी तक. But I came out of that जो है birthday party questioning myself actually as a mother. Everyone knows and I'm the only one who doesn't know. And then I thought, nee, it's fine, like they're doing well at school and I'm happy about that. So I think वो जो competitiveness जो parents में भी आ जाती है ना, जो कि हम अक्सर ये देखते हैं, जैसे आप जो वेस्ट में देखते हो, जो बच्चे जो होते हैं वो बेसबॉल में है या बास्केटबॉल में है, वो पेरेंट्स के बीच में लड़ाइयाँ शुरू हो जाती हैं for that. And I think that plays a big part उनकी बच्चों की self esteem के अंदर भी, कि अगर constantly उनको इस level पे जो है उनको criticize किया जाए या compare किया जाए with other kids. So I think treat your kids as an individual. उनकी बहुत, not everyone's जो है geared to be a rocket scientist या doctor या जो भी है, उनकी अपनी बहुत सी strengths होंगी. So I think just acknowledge those strengths and just accept them for the individual that they are.
Good.
In fact, मुझे इसी बात से याद आया, Saima, that when the kids were young, तो उनका sports day होता था. So I used to see parents, especially जो relay race या normal races होती थी, वो इतना emphasize कर रहे होते थे. हमारा बच्चा last आ रहा था तो हम उसको जाके ऐसे जंपियां डालते थे जैसे पता नहीं उसने क्या
exactly.
नहीं,
because if you walk out from there feeling like अगर parent का मुंह देखेंगे वो कि parent का mood off हो गया है और parent जो है वो irritable हो गया या गुस्सा हो गया, तो the poor child will feel so guilty about it and so responsible for that.
The thing is that now the next generation is different from our generation as well. We all as parents need to consider that we cannot have the same kind of nurturing or upbringing that our parents did. और हम तो वैसे ही बेवकूफ गधे थे, हमें तो एक थप्पड़ मार के बिठा दिया.
आंखें दिखा के, थप्पड़ भी नहीं, सिर्फ आंखें काफी थी.
So we cannot have that same thing, and that's what parents need to understand. They cannot superimpose the upbringing which their parents had on their children. These are children of a new era, a new generation, which is why जो आपने दोनों ने points बताए हैं कि listen to them, create a safe place, hear them, non-judgmental, etc. These are the points that can help to a large extent.
Very good. Yeah. So, there are some people who are saying, like, please continue, don't stop, otherwise I'll watch this 100 times again and again. So shall we continue for a little bit longer? Extra bonus, yeah? Should we go towards the close? What do you guys say?
I mean, there's a overload also, but if people want it, maybe you can move another 5 minutes. But I can also say that Haseeb and Zulfi and myself and Saima, we are all professionals, and you can reach out to us through Facebook or through whichever way you want, and we can have a private chat, or even if you want to have a professional session, we are open to that.
In fact, tomorrow I'm also having a talk on depression in one of the women's group. And Max, I let me tell you कि जब कोई मुझे कहता भी है कि किसको हम contact कर सकते हैं therapy के लिए, तो you're the first person that comes to my mind. Saima, you're in Dubai, and I know you are already so busy.
I need therapy also, please. I need therapy.
Haseeb needs it, absolutely. Haseeb needs it.
Haseeb को तो आज कर दिया है ना diagnosis.
He needs to treat you even better. So
Alhamdulillah, I have nothing to complain.
I know.
Right. Good. So I have a few strategies also, like, which are sort of like, some people ask, like, how to see. I mean, as I see it, there are people who might be going through some mild depression, but they might be in a denial. They can see other people's ailment, or like, the situation much more deeply than their own situation, because apne andaza nahi hota ki, like, example, like, if I'm a burnt out person, if I'm a stressed out person, I perhaps would be the last person to realize. I think other people are more stressed out than I am, but I don't see myself as I am. But yeah, so this morning I just wrote down about 7 points, and I think most of them have been covered by Max and Saima because they are the experts. But I'll just sort of like recap in my own words. So these are like sort of like strategies and tools and tips to avoid going into a depressive state, even if you don't classify yourself into being into a depressed state of mind. I mean, I was also thinking, what is depression? So then I wrote down my own definition. Simply put, it is a state of mind. Just like happiness is a state of mind, or grief is a state of mind, or nostalgia is a state of mind, or even anxiety is a state of mind. So yeah, and also Zofi and I were having a discussion yesterday, like, depression would be something about something that happened in the past, most probably, most likely. But anxiety would be something that you are
worrying about
the future. Yeah. So based on this, but the real question is my own state of mind in my control, or can I manage my state of mind? Like Max, you said a very, very good thing. Like, it's all the thinking process that goes on in this gray matter. So how do we control our thought processes? How do we sort of like divert our attention from going deeper into the ocean of the dark ocean, or where like depressive, negative, shaitani soche are, which take us away from life. So yeah, so my 7 strategies that I wrote down with my own little common sense. I'm not an expert on depression but yeah, psychology and so on and so forth. Of course, being life coaches over the last 25 years. So yeah, my number 1 would be is to live more in the moment. Is like you said, in gratitude. सुबह उठते हैं, सांस आ रही है, अबे यार आज जिंदा हम, अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करो कि ठीक है, today I am alive and I am kicking, and I can sort of like I can have some wishes, I can have some desires, and I can go out and reach for them, because I still have the ability to mobilize my desires into action. So this is, take one day at a time. Appreciate the small little blessings that we have in our life. अच्छा खाना मिल जाए रात को सोने से पहले, आज थोड़ी सी वर्जिश कर ली है, आज थोड़ा सा ये कर ली है, आज किसी अच्छे दोस्त से बात कर ली है, या कोई अपनी पुरानी बात कुछ सोच के.
May I say one thing over here? That Saima, recently I have been following myself a regime कि सुबह उठ के हमेशा जो पहला थॉट आता है ना, वो रात के शायद कोई रेजिड्यू थॉट्स होते हैं या नेगेटिव थॉट्स होती हैं, तो वो यूजुअली वो नेगेटिव ही होता है. सो अगर उस वक्त आप एक प्रेसिडेंस सेट कर दो तो सारा दिन बेहतर हो जाता है. So, for different things, I try to avoid going into the thought process. So sometimes I try to remember my dream. It's difficult, सुबह उठ के नहीं याद रहती है, तो just delaying the first negative thing that's going to come and say, oh, ये क्या है, या ये आज होना है, etc. So that is one, and Alhamdulillah, thanking that, starting with some kind of a blessing. It could be anything, it could be an affirmation. So that really helps in delaying a certain negative thought. बैठ जाता है, चिपक ही जाता है, and पूरा दिन वहां से शुरू हो जाता है.
As Zofi says to me कि तुम्हारी छाननी में चीज फंस जाती है, छाननी से निकालो उसको, तुमने उसको छाननी में फंसा दिया. So I have जब कोई दिमाग में थॉट आई थी तो you invariably fall into the trap of staying on that track and zooming in deeper and deeper and deeper. And the क्या कहते हैं, the well goes deeper and deeper into that.
नहीं, misery is very addictive.
It's very addictive.
और वो उसकी एक habit pattern भी आ जाता है ना. It's all thought process, as you said, and a certain pattern becomes. Miserable रहना हमें इतना अच्छा लग जाता है कि हम उसी पे और चलते जाते हैं.
वो मेरी बात है ना कि वो हाँ, तो एक आदत से, अब तो आदत सी पड़ गई है मुझको ऐसे जीने में कि जब तक मिजरी ना हो तो मैं समझता हूँ कि मेरा दिन कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ.
Reality check.
Reality check. I think this is also a cultural thing. This is also a cultural thing. मिर्जा गालिब से लेके मुकेश तक हमारी सारी की सारी romantic movies are based on crying and misery and dwelling on negative things and so on so forth. रोना धोना ये वो सारा कुछ, वो हमारा एक वो lifestyle है. हमें तो खुश रहने की आदत ही नहीं है यार, कसम से. थोड़ा सा खुश रहते हैं, गिल्टी फीलिंग होती है.
I think it's romanticized.
हाँ, बिल्कुल romanticized. My parents.
It's romanticized. ये जो है ना उदासी. I grew up on मुकेश के गाने. We grew up in Sydney and वहाँ पे distances बहुत होते थे, तो travel करते वक्त सारा वक्त घर वो जो कार में my father used to listen to Rafi और मुकेश, and they used to be the saddest songs you can imagine. और बहुत खुश उनको सुन रहे होते थे. So I think ये जो sadness है या वो जो एक आशिकी है, वो नाकाम आशिकी या जो भी है, it's very romanticized. तो उसकी वजह से भी जो है ना शायद उसमें से निकलना मुश्किल है.
वही बात है. And also my parents, God bless them, they had 5 children, so I'm the eldest. So if they're not worrying about me, they're worrying about the second one. If the second one is okay, they're worrying about the third one. Third one is okay, they're worrying about the fourth one. Fourth one okay, worrying about the fifth one. Fifth one okay. Okay, well, let's create the worry from somewhere. So they used to, their minds used to go fishing into finding out what is not going right now, rather than focusing on what is going right. So maybe it's depressive state में about 3-4 years ago when I was in Dubai. तो एक छोटी सी personal story है, like Max, sorry मैं आपको bore कर रहा हूँ.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Since you're going to come to therapy with me, I'm all interested in your personal stories.
I need much more than therapy on your couch, buddy.
We'll see what we can do.
All right.
After all, you're also a friend, so we see.
Right. Acha, in the last couple of years that we were in Dubai, because Dubai situation went down, Saudi went down, Qatar ke saath detachment ho gayi, our training and development business went down also. So bills aa rahe the, like it's not easy to, the cost of living in Dubai was very high. So there was an additional stress on my mind, constantly thinking about stuff and so on and so forth. सुबह उठ रहा हूँ तो पहली सोच जो है वो नेगेटिव सोच पे मेरी आंख खुल रही है और मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही है क्या हो रहा है. और वो बाथरूम जाते हुए माय मॉर्निंग रिचुअल, वो वहाँ पे कैलेंडर हमारा साइड पर लगा हुआ था जिसके ऊपर हमारे जो हमारे रेंट के चेक्स ड्यू थे, तो उसके ऊपर पिछले वालों पे टिक मार्क, और जो 2 हफ्ते बाद आ रहा है उसके ऊपर टिक मार्क नहीं लगा हुआ अभी तक. तो मेरे तो लिटरली कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो गई मुझे तो यार, बकायदा सोच के ये सारी बातें. तो फिर ज़ोफी ने मुझे बड़ा प्यारा नुस्खा दिया और वो मैं नुस्खा शेयर करना चाहता हूँ लोगों के साथ कि जब भी कोई नेगेटिव सोच दिमाग में आए.
I think I've lost you guys. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Is it okay now?
Is it okay?
I can hear you. I can hear you guys.
Okay. So ज़ोफी ने बड़ा अच्छा नुस्खा दिया You can't stop a thought from manifesting in your mind. And as Buddha also said, you can't stop a thought from coming into your mind. We don't have the power to stop any thought that comes into our mind. No, nobody in this world has ever had that power, neither that does today, or neither will in the future. So this means what? We are not in control of the thoughts that manifest into our conscious mind. But we do have the power that as soon as the thought comes in our mind, we divert our attention and to some. And as Buddha writes it, he says, we can't control our thoughts from coming in, but we have the power of writing them on water as soon as they arise. So like if you write something on water, it dissipates. So yeah, so that's a technique that I learned. Auz billah पढ़ लो, जब भी कोई negative thought आए, अपने ध्यान को पलट लो. ध्यान पलटना से बेहतर टिप मैंने जिंदगी में सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए नहीं सीखी है. वरना मैं भी फंस गया था उसी दलदल के अंदर जहां पे कि लाइक यू नो वो सुसाइड वाली साइड थी. है मैक्स, समझ रहे हो?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. So the thing is, so yeah, Auz billah पढ़ के मैंने अपने आप को divert किया. So yeah, so my second point was learn to divert your mind to something positive, something happy, something that you like. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's doing something, or like you know just getting up from the seat where I'm sitting. As soon as I go deeper and deeper into those thoughts. The next point is, and this is where I picked up from old black and white Pakistani movies. कि एक हीरोइन है, वो जाती है डॉक्टर के पास फिल्म के शुरू में, और वो डॉक्टर उसकी नब्ज चेक करता है, और वो कहता है बज़ाहिर तौर पे तो सब कुछ ठीक है, तो समझ नहीं आ रही है कि उसको प्रॉब्लम क्या है, ये बड़ी डिप्रेस हुई हुई है, बड़ी सैड हुई हुई है. आप ऐसा करें, इनकी आबो हवा चेंज करें. आबो हवा चेंज करें क्या मतलब? एनवायरनमेंट चेंज करें, अपनी सिचुएशन को चेंज करें, बिकॉज वी आर स्टक इनटू दैट जोन, और एक नेगेटिव एनर्जी के जोन में बैठे हुए हैं हम. अपनी आबो हवा आजकल हम ज्यादा चेंज नहीं कर सकते हैं, कोरोना में सारे लोग फंसे हुए हैं, बट मुझे तो शुक्र है कि मैं तो पहाड़ों में जाके वॉक कर सकता हूँ यहाँ पे. बट समहाउ चेंज योर लोकेशन, छत पे चले जाएं या कहीं ना कहीं निकल जाए, साइकिलिंग कर लें या कुछ और कर लें. नंबर 4 पॉइंट, लिसन टू हैप्पी सॉन्ग्स. नॉट तुम ना जाने किस जहां में खो गए. ये सारे सैड सॉन्ग्स हैं. सो हैप्पी सॉन्ग्स, लाइक यू नो, and watch happy inspiring movies. People are watching like you know depressing shows, people are watching depressing stories, horror stories देखने क्या तो क्या यार, already कम इस वक्त तुम्हारे दिमागों में क्लाउड हुआ है जो हम बैठे हुए अपना देखने के लिए. So that's also there. And yes, Saima, you also said, and Max, you also said exercise regularly, sleep also. Sleep is extremely important. My stress levels go up when I don't sleep enough. So yeah, and then everything is a cycle. Number 6 point is everything is a cycle. I mean, if there is an up, there is a down. If there's a down, there is an up. There is no end. Life goes on. The water goes on, and we're about 70-80% water. We go on. Life goes on. Let's not get stuck into these things. This too shall pass. In fact, this too is passing. My last point, my 7th point, is कि हमें अपनी बोंगियां increase करनी चाहिए. Our laughters, बेतुकी silly बातें जो बचपन की थी. Life is not that serious. हम लोग जब भी खलास होंगे जिंदगी में, ऊपर जाके in the heavens or hell, wherever like you know our karma takes us, if we are there, if there is a movie that is being played of our life at that time, reflecting back and sort of like going through the entire lifespan, one would realize, यार मैंने अपनी जिंदगी इतनी सीरियस क्यों गुजारी? I should have had more fun. तो हमें बोंगियां ज्यादा मारना चाहिए, हंसना चाहिए. Laughter is the best medicine for sure. Laughter is the best medicine. क्या लिखा है?
I can't hear you. Sorry, Saima. I don't know what's happening. हमारे end से तो ये.
अच्छा, you can't hear us? Okay, but I think Max can.
I can hear you.
All right. So yeah, so my therapist can hear me, so it's all right. Yeah.
Maybe Saima can also hear you now.
Yeah. Now that I stopped talking.
It's time to, I think, say goodbye as well.
Yeah.
Saima, any change?
Q Saima, any change? Yes, no.
You can type that we are at the end of our.
So कहाँ लिखूँगा ये?
आपकी जो banners हैं.
अरे मैं कहाँ लिखूँगा?
So this has been great, guys. I hope Saima, आप जब ये दोबारा देखोगे तो आपको ये सब आवाज आ जाएगी. But all the people who are watching, kindly post more questions here, and Saima, Max, Hasib, and I would like to we'll give you some insights, some feedback, some answers which can help you. And Max, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. We must do this again because people are absolutely loving our interaction. And
Max the cheetah hai, yaar, I swear. Max cheetah hai. Max the guru. He's an icon, yaar, kasam se. Max, I think you would be the maturest in age of all the training people in Pakistan. Is that true?
I hope not. I want to be the spontaneous and the childlike.
I know. बिल्कुल सही है. So
देखो बात ये है कि वो ना experience in itself is not any qualification, because once this Napoleon was recruiting generals for his next war, and so he said, but people who came, he was asking, do you have any experience? Do you have any experience? And they all said they had no experience. So he asked his adjutant, what happened to all the experienced people who I want in my war campaign? So his adjutant said, sir, last war that you fought, you got everybody killed. So now people don't have experience of this. The only elements of that war which have experience are donkeys, and they are left. So you can make one of these donkeys as your journal. So experience is not necessarily a great thing to have.
Very nice. ठीक है. So
Saima, can you hear us?
No, she can't.
She can't.
So chalo ji, Saima. Sorry, I'll give you a call after the session, and thank you personally as well.
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching.
And Zofi, please share my email address with Saima, and also give me Saima's email address, please.
We'll do so, Max, and everybody who's joined us for this cave talk. Thank you, guys. Look after yourself, look after your health, not just physical health, but mental health. So let's wait for Saima as well.
Yeah.
Take care. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for this. Thank
Love
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.